Here's the microphone.
Thank you. Senator, we entered the Iraq War illegally, immorally, and against international law. According to a poll in the Washington Post in May of this year, 81% of U.S. voters believe our country's on the wrong track. A majority of Americans support a timeline for the withdrawal of U.S. forces from Iraq, and now the Prime Minister of Iraq, in response to pressure from the Iraqi people, is also calling for a timeline for withdrawal. Given the $720 million a day we're spending in Iraq, the fact that neither Americans nor Iraqis support the occupation, that our presence there is in fact inflaming the Muslim world and creating more terrorists, that our money, our tax dollars.
Wait, please. One of the fundamental, please, sir.
Don't I have a right to speak?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm trying to ensure right now.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Please, could we all be respectful of everybody's point of view, and that's the important thing about a town hall meeting. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. As I said, our tax dollars are needed here for health care, quality education, infrastructure repairs, and real energy alternatives to combat real climate change. Isn't it time to end the occupation, Senator?
Thank you very much. You represent the views of many Americans, and I respect those views. When I took the position that we needed to have 30,000 additional troops over there, those numbers were a lot worse than the ones you cited. Because my first obligation is my country, not my political ambitions. I respect your view, and I respect the fact that you would come here and state your view, because I think that's the important way we should have this discussion in America, and I thank you for that. It's far better, frankly, than some of the shouting sometimes that exists between Americans, because I think most Americans want us to have the kind of dialogue you and I are having now. And again, I respect your view, and I think I understand it. Because for nearly 4 years this war was badly mishandled, and we failed, and Americans made great sacrifices, we know. I believe that a change in the strategy and the surge would succeed, and indeed it did. Now, Senator Obama said that he wanted us out of Iraq and that the surge would not succeed and it would fail, and that he is still saying that it failed. Now, I respect Senator Obama's view. I just think it's wrong. The facts on the ground are clear that we are succeeding. But I guess my most important part, and by the way, I'll let you have the microphone again if you would like. But the most important part of my response to you is the future. I think the future is very clear. We have succeeded in Iraq, and we are winning this conflict. And I believe, let me just finish, and then would you give her back the microphone, please? So, I thank you for respectfully listening, but let me just say to you what I'm confident of, is that we will reduce Iranian influence in the region. We will have a stable and democratic nation there that's flawed but functioning. We will have a Middle East that does not have the disruptive influences that would have resulted from a failure and defeat in Iraq, which would then have encouraged others to do the same thing. And I'm confident with victory, which we are winning, and we have succeeded, will bring about a change not only there, but also in the entire region. And it will all be for the benefit of the people of Iraq and the people of this country. And I understand, as you do, the enormous sacrifice that has been made. Please respond.
Well, I would like to say that, respectfully, I disagree with you completely. I I believe that we
I figured that.
I believe that we are in Iraq against international law. All of the deaths that have happened, both of our dear soldiers there and Iraqi civilians, are tragedies and may even be criminal because we invaded that country. Now, the idea that we might someday have a stable democratic government there is not ours to impose on that country. We should not be there, in my opinion. We need to leave the country. The people of that country are asking us to leave. The Prime Minister of that country is asking us to leave. Why do we have the largest embassy in the world there and all kinds of military bases there if we're not there to try to steal their oil?
Thank you very much. First of all, I think, in all due respect, I think that is something that's not what Americans are fighting for, in all due respect. But the fact is that everybody recognizes, including Prime Minister Maliki, that we have to have conditions-based withdrawal. And we're going to withdraw. We will withdraw. The fact is whether we withdraw in victory or whether we withdraw in defeat. And again, you and I have different versions. We have succeeded. That Sadr City is safe. Mosul is safe. Basra is safe. The people of Iraq, and I've been there, are now leading normal lives. They're not having their sons. There will continue to be spectacular attacks. If I thought Al-Qaeda was completely defeated, I would say all of us should come home right away. They are not completely defeated. They have been set back enormously, but we have to continue what we're doing with this strategy, which has succeeded. And we are having so much fun. I'll let you have your final word, and then I'd like to move on to others. Please go ahead.
Thank you. You know, don't you believe that we are inflaming the Muslim world by our presence there? Thank you.
Thank you.
Only if they're married to you.
I believe that if we had been defeated in Iraq, then the radical elements in the Muslim world would have been dramatically encouraged, and we would have seen those countries